And Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Horned Frogs offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Oh, he left him grabbing. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Baylor's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
On the return, it's Laporta. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Boone. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He's got it down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the right. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Grove. Flips it out to the back. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Get set.
He's looking downfield to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your 1st sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Running it back, it's Laporta. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Got his man. Open space at the 25. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down.
29 filling. 2 non-ready.
Dropping back, it's Boone. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man on the right. And he'll be brought down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense set on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
It's caught downfield. All kinds of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
To the air, it's Grove. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Splits the uprights, it's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Open runway ahead. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two men looking for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, TCU! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The pass...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
What a lucky break for the runner. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Rowe. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a 1st down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Boone. Getting some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Coastal Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got the back over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Bears will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Laporta. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football.
Oh, look out! At the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Smacks him with the stiff arm. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Boone. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got a man in the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys...
Oh, look out. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Boone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stevens. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Dances away again. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking for a productive play on first down. The give out of the gun. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't get room to set up a big return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Makes one man miss. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And now on first down after converting with the run. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And maybe they because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the touchdown, TCU! And the route is on.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more... Look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect...
Looking downfield, it's Grove. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. A first down for the offense. Here's the handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's got enough for the first down, it'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the tackler. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Not a whole lot of... couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. They'll try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. No hesitation on that call, and no reason not to go for it on 4th and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28.
42 Spider. 4.
They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground right up the gut, looking for 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Grove. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Back to the air one more time. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Now on first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
Well, and it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.